Hello, it's Bud. Let's talk about the pattern depot and how we can improve our search. We're going to look at some tips that may help us. Lynn from LHR and I have corresponded back and forth, and we've come up with something that will help everyone, so I just wanted to pass it along. And there's several ways to get into the pattern depot. We'll just take this one where we see we've got a whole myriad of things. When Lynn and I talked, we were talking about finding roses or rows. So let's just type in the word rose for a search and click on enter or click on the arrow here. And it brings us to this. It's looking for all words like rose, whether it's embedded in another word like rosette or whatever. And it's looking in the product title, short description, long description. And we're getting some warnings here that I'm just going to ignore. See what's going on here. Let's look for any word. I don't like the idea of that. Okay, there are 14 screens, and each screen has 20 offerings on it. I don't think that varies from screen to screen. But I want to, and I'm going to get all kinds of junk. I will get rosettes, but somewhere within one of those descriptions, whether it's a title, whether it's a short description, keywords, or whether it's the long description, the word rose is embedded possibly within another word, and that's the reason we're getting all this. So let's see if we can narrow this down a little bit. Let's come back here and let's do an advanced search. And let's put quotes in front of rows. Come to the end of it, put a space, and then put quotes. I want it to be on any words, and I want to look at all three descriptions and do a search. And now I'm down to 3 screens, so I have 60 or less. I will get some junk yet, but for the basic part, rose is in every one of these descriptions. Okay, I'll be right back. I want to change to a different way of coming in. Let's see if I can get rid of the warning this time. Rose with a space. Yeah, I got rid of the warning. But there are 3 screens, so I've got less than 60 to look at. And we see some of them have the word roses, so that's a key to me that I may have some that I missed that are spelled out as roses. So let's look at that. Be right back. Okay, all I'm going to do is put an S in here. Still got the space. And search. And now I've got 2 screens, so I've got less than 40 to look at. But they now have the word roses someplace, roses. Okay? Let's try something else. Going back to my search, I'm going to take the, well, I'm going to leave the roses there, And I'm going to come over here, put a space, quote, and I'm going to put rows, space, quote, and I'm going to take the space out of roses. That's what I wanted to do. So I've got roses, and it can have anything following the S, or I want rows with a space following. And this time I've got 4 screens, so I've got less than 80 to look at. But I've included the ones that have rows S in my entire look. See, so here we have rose wreath, rose underline, roses, and geraniums in that respect. So I can change that. I can look for 2 words and find either one of them by the Annie. I can look for an exact phrase if I know exactly how something's titled or within one of the other descriptions. I can look for that too. I can cut down and only look at titles, but I would prefer to look at all 3 from that standpoint. And let's do one more thing before we get out of this. If I like what I've seen by a particular person, like I like that eagle as an example, I wonder if all his work is that good. So I can come over here and click on the vendor name, and it will take me to that vendor. Now on the vendor screens, there are 50 per page. So this person has over 200 and as many as 250, but somewhere between 200 and 250 patterns in the store. And that is a quick and dirty look, giving us some tips for searching the CarveWright pattern depot. I hope you enjoyed. Talk to you later.